Okay, we're gonna keep this short. I'm already late for the DA. First up, Phelps, Bukowski. We got a report of a brand new Packard abandoned in an empty lot off 2nd Street between Olive and Grand. DR is one Oswald Jacobs says the vehicle was dumped in his backyard. There's a patrolman on site. Get down there and see what you can turn up. Any questions? Good, get going.
Better go earn our pathetic wages.
Rimsky, O'Halloran. Intelligence has information on a stolen car racket.
An abandoned vehicle. We catch all the good ones, huh, Phelps?
Sounds like there's more to it than that. Nobody dumps a shiny new Packard unless they borrowed it without asking.
You don't say. You're on fire today, Einstein.
Very funny.
Come on, my intense protege. Let's go save the world. You hear about Adrian? Broad in Seattle threw him out. Wife says she's gonna take him back.
Women generally show more compassion.
What are you talking about? Adrian dumped on her. He was humping the secretary. Margaret should show some pride.
Pride comes before a fall, Bukowski. Talking from experience.
Any unit able to handle citizen reports at 211 in progress. 437 East 8th Street. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
Keep going straight.
Continue to respond, sir. Any unit able to handle citizen reports at 211 in progress. 437 East 8th Street. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
11K responding. Go ahead.
11K citizen reports at 211 in progress at 437 8th Street at the Bristol.
Kid, drop that money one more time and you're a goner.
Sorry, mister. It's just my hands are shaking.
Shut up! Get the money in the bag.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Hurry the hell up, will you? Come on. It's goddamn cops!
Oh, shit. Careful! He's got a gun!
Watch it.
Stop here. They're making a break for it on foot.
Find some cover!
Eyes open. Around.
Car 11K to KGPL. Bristol Hotel 211 is code 4.
Venus, be advised, code 4 at the Bristol Hotel on 8th Street. Code 4.
Phelps, traffic.
I'm Officer Houlihan. Car's down the alleyway, detectives.
We got a call about an abandoned vehicle.
Yes, sir. The car has flags. Might be some kind of diplomatic vehicle?
Has anyone touched this vehicle since you arrived?
No. And that Jacobs bird over there was on station before I got here.
We'll talk with him in a moment. Give us some time to look the place over.
Sure, take your time. He's a sore-headed old son of a bitch anyway.
We'll have to use the registration to trace the owner. I must have taken the flag as a souvenir. Can't have any street value. It's owned by the Argentinian embassy. Empty. Stealing the wheels is for amateurs. The car ring would have stripped it in a warehouse. Combination wrench. Must have used it to remove the wheel lugs.
We better see what this Jacobs guy has to say. The car was dumped in his backyard, after all.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Could you run the name Dewey Brothers? Possibly a dealership or car mechanics workshop.
One moment. Dewey Brothers Packard Dealership, 629 Figueroa Street.
Got it. Thanks, ma'am. Oswald Jacobs?
That's right.
What exactly happened here, Mr. Jacobs?
Last night, I was looking out of my window. I like to keep an eye on what's going on.
I can understand that.
You see this empty lot? Damn kids play stickball here. Always breaking my windows. Always asking for their ball back.
Can we get back to the car, Mr. Jacobs?
Don't be impatient, Sonny. Anyways, last night I see this brand spanking new Packard up on bricks.
Did you see who stole the Packard?
Hell yes, I did. I saw 3 goddamn Mexicans going to work on it.
You're sure it was 3 Hispanics? Not some local kids you're looking out for?
Hell no. Little sons of bitches live around here. I'd love to see them in juvenile hall. But you got your wires crossed, son.
After the Mexicans left, you didn't go anywhere near the car?
After I scared them off? No, I didn't go anywhere near that car.
Can you describe the men?
Like I said, they were beaners.
That's enough for now.
Oh, fuck that. Hold up, nah. I hate to do that, but fucking back out, start over.
It's owned by the Argentinian embassy. I must have taken the flag as a souvenir. Can't have any street value. Stealing the wheels is for amateurs. The car ring would have stripped it in a warehouse. I don't think so. Not much help. Empty. Don't think this is any use to us. Combination wrench. Must have used it to remove the wheel lugs. Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Could you run the name Dewey Brothers? Possibly a dealership or car mechanics workshop.
One moment. Dewey Brothers Packard Dealership, 629 Figueroa Street.
Got it. Thanks.
We better see what this Jacobs guy has to say. The car was dumped in his backyard, after all.
Oswald Jacobs?
That's right.
What exactly happened here, Mr. Jacobs?
Last night, I was looking out of my window. I like to keep an eye on what's going on.
I can understand that.
You see this empty lot? Damn kids play stickball here. Always breaking my windows. Always asking for their ball back.
Can we get back to the car, Mr. Jacobs?
Don't be impatient, Sonny. Anyways, Last night, I see this brand spanking new Packard up on bricks.
Did you see who stole the Packard?
Hell yes, I did. I saw 3 goddamn Mexicans going to work on it.
You're lying, Mr. Jacobs. I think you're covering for someone.
Well, you must know something I don't.
It's nothing personal. I'm just doing my job. You understand that? Can you tell us what they were doing?
Using the headlights of an old Ford so they could strip the thing. I yelled out to them, "I'll call the cops." So they loaded up their car and drove off, tooting and hollering and yelling obscenities at me in Mexican.
You speak Spanish, sir?
No, I do not.
After the Mexicans left, you didn't go anywhere near the car?
After I scared them off? No, I didn't go anywhere near that car.
Can you describe the men?
Like I said, they were beaners.
Tell me about the car they were driving.
It was an old Ford. I didn't catch the license number.
You look like the kind of guy who notices details.
You're right there. The car was old, but it looked brand new. Candy apple red paint job stands out a mile.
What exactly did you see them take?
They was working on the tires. That's all that was took.
Did you see them take anything else?
Nope, I don't think so.
That's enough for now. Remember, Jacob, it's an offense to obstruct a criminal investigation. Let's hope you've given us everything.
Jacobs dumped the book he was reading in a hurry when we walked up. I'm curious what he didn't want us to see.
Probably nothing.
Please tell me what's going on.
This has got to be the 50th abandoned vehicle call we have caught this year. One more, and I'm going to go crazy.
Not your favorite cases?
You kidding me? This is barely even police work. Of all the bad guys in this city, we get lumped with the ones who can't even be bothered to keep what they steal.
Christ alive!
Take it easy.
KGPL to any unit. The 459, they're now at 267th South Main. Unit to handle code 2, identify.
Now look what you've done!
KGPL to any unit, the 459 there now, 267 South Main. Unit to handle code 2 identified.
11K responding. Go ahead, KGPL.
11K, it's a 459 there now, 267 South Main Street, Goldberg's Drugstore, code 2.
Now you pennies is hiding from me. I will find you all and eat you. Yes, sir. Damn! Why these places have so much preparation H? Ooh-wee! Benny's give me speed.
What are you doing?
Get the hell down from there, you lunatic! You really need to lay off the pills.
Lousy bastard!
All right, if you really want to... This is going to end in tears. You know the way. You can drive.
Take me a little quick smoke break.
Don't tell me, let me guess. You were making your way past the lot, caught sight of the new model 4-door, and couldn't help yourself. You could see yourself in that car and just had to take a closer look. Well, I can't say as I blame you.
LAPD, Mac. We'd like to speak with the owner.
That's me, William Dewey, proprietor, at your service.
We're investigating the theft of a Packard belonging to the Argentine embassy. Are you missing a combination wrench?
I don't know, Detective, but I know how we can find out. Follow me. We keep all our tools in here.
Mind if we look around?
Be my guest. You sure you guys aren't interested in a new car? Huh? Maybe a used car. I have some nice used cars for guys in your wage bracket.
Why don't you give us some alone time, Dewey? Go sell some cars or whatever it is that you do here.
That's not right. Wrong size. No. One left.
Gabriel Delgado is missing a 3/4. If you don't mind, we have a few questions. Where can we find Delgado?
I don't know. He sure as hell isn't here.
Address, Dewey, or my partner shoves her head in a car door.
Okay, all right. Apartment 3, 103 Hill Street. And tell him from me, if he ever shows his face around here again, I'm going to kick his butt from here to Kingdom Come.
A wrench from this dealership was used to strip the wheels from a Packard last night, Mr. Dewey. A couple of Hispanics were seen taking parts.
We've had a spate of thefts ourselves. Comes with the location. Thieving bastards to steal anything the minute your back is turned.
So that's it?
Like I said, the workshop's too close to the street. It's difficult to keep an eye on it.
We'll be keeping an eye on you, Dewey, and spreading the word that you don't like to cooperate with the LAPD.
We really ought to take more time over the Packard, Phelps. Let's head back to the empty lot.
Can you drive to this one?
Do we know where we're going?
Circumstantial. Okay, so we have the owner of the vehicle, a degenerate. I'll run John Madsen by R&I. Contact details on a William Dewey. This looks like business rather than pleasure. You can drive.
Where are we going?
You read the story in the Examiner about the Navy developing three-dimensional movies?
What's a dimension?
You know, like a graph. Vertical axis is Y and horizontal is X.
Well, that's clear as mud.
Third dimension would be Z. So things would be popping out of the screen.
That's ridiculous. Scare people out of the theater. God's name would want that.
I don't know. People scoffed at the idea of talkies in color, and look what we have now. Okay, let's see what Gabriel has to say for himself.
I just hope our archangel hasn't already flown.
What the hell is this guy doing? That's the guy from the papers.
Yeah.
LAPD, ma'am. We're looking for Gabriel Delgado.
Gabriel?
We're from the police. Policia, you understand?
Yes, I understand. Could you come inside?
What is your name?
Ana Rodriguez.
Is Gabriel Delgado here, Ms. Rodriguez?
No. What do you want with Gabriel? Is he in trouble?
Stay where you are, Ms. Rodriguez. We need to take a look around.
But he is not here. I have told you.
Check out the surrounds. I'll stay with the broad. So how far along are you, Anna?
Nearly 20 weeks.
Right. So how's it going to be when you go into labor?
Souvenirs are a dumb move.
You are wrong about Gabriel. He will be a good father. Already he works hard to provide for us.
Unless
this
you
is gonna
help us
help
here,
us.
Anna, your little one won't be seeing Papa for a very long time.
Maybe if... No. It doesn't appear to be connected. Incidental.
Difficult to tell whether it's the suspect vehicle from the scene. Certainly Gabriel's pride and joy. Serving breakfast for two, Anna? You should have cleared up.
Don't think this is anything. Doesn't tell me anything. It would take a smarter man than me to connect that. This isn't what we're looking for.
Diplomatic license plates.
Optimistic, Cole.
You're in serious trouble, Miss Rodriguez.
But Gabriel is not here. I have done nothing wrong.
Why did he steal the car, Anna?
The customer insulted him. He has his honor, no?
He steals cars to support you and care for the baby?
How can you say that? What makes you say that? I have my own job. I work at Union Station. If I have to, I will bring up our baby. That is all I have to say to you.
Tell us the truth, Anna. Has Gabriel been here?
I haven't seen him for at least 3 nights.
You keep lying to me, and I'll send you and your baby to jail.
He lives here, but he hasn't come home. I swear it.
Enough, Anna. There are signs all over this place that he's been back.
He was here last night. I have never seen him so angry. He went out to his shed and put some things in it. I don't know what, and I don't want to know. I love him.
We found a license plate matching our stolen vehicle in the shed. Add in the assortment of parts, and we can make Gabriel for a dozen other thefts. It's time to get serious, Anna.
You must ask these questions of Gabriel. I know nothing of these car parts.
You want him home as much as we do, Anna. Tell us where we can find him.
You pretend to be concerned for me, but you would take him straight from here to a cell.
Gabriel wasn't at work. Where can we find him?
He said he would never go back. Gabriel is out driving around in his car.
If you don't tell me where he is right now, Anna, I'll put an APB out on him and ask them to shoot on sight.
Please, please don't kill him. I can't tell you anymore.
As soon as we corner Gabriel, we'll be back for you, Anna. You had your chance to cooperate. Let's get out of here, Phelps. Don't worry, I've got an idea. Never understood it. The more rotten the boyfriend, the more loyal the girl will be. She's going to warn him, Phelps. We need to follow her. You've got a pretty funny idea of what keeping a low profile means, Phelps. Hit the brakes, Cole. Give him some room. Fuck! End of the line. Anna will warn Gabriel and they'll both go to ground. We can write this one off, Phelps.
Get close. I backed up. That's on some bullshit.
Never understood it. The more rotten the boyfriend, the more loyal the girl will be. She's going to warn him, Phelps. We need to follow her. Now would be a bad time to forget how to drive, Cole. That's it. We're spotted. Back off. Hey, back off. Fuck! End of the line. Anna will warn Gabriel and they'll both go to ground. We can write this one off, Phelps. Never understood it. The more rotten the boyfriend, the more loyal the girl will be. She's going to warn him, Phelps. We need to follow her.
11:25, code 6.
Officer needs help, 103 and Beach.
Now would be a bad time to forget how to drive, Cole.
All units in the vicinity, citizen reports at 415 at the corner of Banning and Santa Fe. Suspect vehicles engaged in illegal street racing. Units to handle code 3 identify.
There's the red Ford. That's Delgado right there.
Quick! They're getting away!
Phelps, 1247. Requesting assistance at 1st and Santa Fe. Reports of an illegal street race.
Stay on Delgado. He's getting away. We're gonna lose him.
Delgado is our boy. Forget the others.
Step on it, Phelps. Take him out.
You're gonna die, Garacho!
Come on, you're getting creamed by a kid in a red Ford. God damn it, Cole, hold it steady.
Gabriel Delgado, you're under arrest for grand theft auto.
Fuck you, puto! You should speak to the maricón. Valdez, I showed him. Now who's a man? I should have burned his fucking car.
You got a foreign dignitary outed as a fruit and a kitty raper, a car dealer we're gonna let slide for the kickbacks, and a street punk car thief who sure as hell won't be taking liberties with other people's autos again anytime soon. That, Detective Phelps, is not a bad haul. You keep your chin low and your hands high, and you keep bringing me clearances just like that one. That's textbook policing, and we need more of it in this department.
You have any plans for Weekend Liberty, Jack?
My sisters have been working in Los Angeles in a bomber factory. They're coming down to visit. I'm meeting them at the station at 6.
Good for you, Jack. Are they cute?
They're my sisters, Hank.
Attention! Final inspection before Liberty.
Good job, Kelso.
Are we going somewhere, gentlemen? Full inspection. It had better be exceptional if any of you want liberty this weekend. Kelso, this carbine. The bore is dirty.
No, it isn't.
Are you arguing with me, Kelso?
Do what you need to do, Sergeant. You know the bore is immaculate.
Weekend liberty canceled. 2-day field drill. Clean this rifle.
No.
Do you know the penalty for insubordination, Kelso? Jack, don't do it.
Forget him, Hank. He doesn't have what it takes.
Are you two finished? Are you going to clean this rifle?
No, Sergeant. Cole is right. I'm going to stop playing games and join a rifle company and fight the real enemy.
On this next one. I remember this.
All right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn man.
comes from olives.
You're behind the wheel.
Looks like the DA is going to press charges. Anna Rodriguez might do time.
I'll speak to the DA. She suffered enough.
I don't know, Cole. She's an easy make, and the DA likes convictions.
I'll convince him to let it go.
How do you do that?
I'll give him something better.
Detectives, over here.
Cole Phelps, traffic. What have we got?
Vic is a white male named Lester Patterson. Walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there, and he ended up here. Dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar. Name is Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the yellow brick road.
Is that so?
We'll take a formal statement later. Right now, we're going to take a look around.
Phelps?
I landed on his face and ended up here. Car must have struck him from behind. Patterson has life insurance. We can notify next of kin. What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers. Careful where you're stepping, Phelps. I don't come down to the station house and tap dance on your desk.
Body traveled a good 20 feet. This blood is a long way from the body. Car must have been going like a bat out of hell. So the driver managed to brake before the impact.
She's all yours, Detective.
Come on, I got...
Miss Perry?
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner, Detective Bukowski. Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the street.
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
Did you see the license plate?
Only the first 3 letters, I'm afraid. 3C8.
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were 2 voices. A man and a woman, that's all.
Go on.
Then a third person. Another man got involved.
Thank you, Miss Perry. Your information has been very helpful. You can go now.
You really think so? I hope you find that driver and put him away.
You certainly got away with the dames, Phelps.
Give it a rest, Bukowski.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room.
Courtney, come in. Have a seat.
Thanks, Doctor.
How are you finding working at the clinic?
It's, fine.
Are you sure?
Can I be honest with you, Doctor?
I would hope so, Courtney.
I was hoping that the therapy would be more beneficial.
Treatment can, unfortunately, be very long-term.
So many of the patients here are addicts, Doctor.
Many of them have been for years, Courtney. In the past, these people were condemned to sanatoriums. If we can reveal the root of the problem, then we have a chance to help them.
And until then, they stay sedated?
Do I detect a hint of reproach, Courtney?
I was expecting more, Doctor. I'm sorry. I don't mean to criticize.
Part of being a physician, Courtney, is learning to be patient.
How is it possible to keep so many of them on their medications, Doctor? Many of their addictions are illegal.
Oh, many things in life are gray, Courtney. What may on the surface appear to be illegal is actually of benefit to society at large.
I'm Detective Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Your name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
So you didn't see what happened?
By the time I got out there, it was all over.
Let me back out and try to fix that. I'm sorry for that. I don't know why. I just want a perfect rating, so I just feel like backing out at times just to get a good one.
Detectives, over here.
Cole Phelps, traffic. What have we got?
Thick as a white male named Lester Patterson walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there, and he ended up here, dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar, name is Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the yellow brick road.
Is that so?
We'll take a formal statement later. Right now, we're going to take a look around. So the driver managed to brake before the impact. This blood is a long way from the body. Car must have been going like a bat out of hell. Body traveled a good 20 feet.
Careful where you're stepping, Phelps. I don't come down to the station house and tap
Landed
dance
on his
your
face
desk.
and ended up here. Car must have struck him from behind.
Phelps, you should take a look at the body. Poor guy didn't stand a chance.
Patterson has life insurance. We can notify next of kin. What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers.
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
A knife covered in blood.
Could be a steak knife. This is a hit-and-run case, Phelps. Anyone could have thrown away a kitchen knife.
In any case, we'll want tech services to scrub the alleyway before they bag the knife.
Doesn't look like anything. Seems irrelevant.
Real happiness is when you marry a girl for love and you find out later she's got money.
Courtney, come in. Have a seat.
Thanks, Doctor.
How are you finding working at the clinic?
It's, fine.
Are you sure?
Can I be honest with you, Doctor?
I would hope so, Courtney.
I was hoping that the therapy would be more beneficial.
Treatment can, unfortunately, be very long-term.
So many of the patients here are addicts, Doctor.
Many of them have been for years, Courtney. In the past, these people were condemned to sanatoriums. If we can reveal the root of the problem, then we have a chance to help them.
And until then, they stay sedated?
Do I detect a hint of reproach, Courtney?
I was expecting more, Doctor. I'm sorry. I don't mean to criticize.
Part of being a physician, Courtney, is learning to be patient.
How is it possible to keep so many of them on their medications, Doctor? Many of their addictions are illegal.
Oh, many things in life are gray, Courtney. What may on the surface appear to be illegal is actually of benefit to society at large.
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room.
She's all yours, Detective.
Miss Perry?
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner, Detective Bukowski. Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the street.
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
Did you see the license plate?
Only the first 3 letters, I'm afraid. 3C8.
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were 2 voices. A man and a woman, that's all.
Why are you holding out on us, Miss Perry?
I'm sorry. I was hoping to tell my story to the newspapers. I'd like to get my picture in the paper. Trying to find work as an actress, and things are pretty difficult.
Cough it up, sister. We don't have all night.
The people arguing, they were husband and wife. I could tell by what she was yelling. Intimate things. Very embarrassing for the man.
Thank you, Miss Perry. Your information has been very helpful. You can go now.
You really think so? I hope you find that driver and put him away.
You certainly got away with the dames, Phelps.
Give it a rest, Bukowski.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
I'm Detective Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Your name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
So what was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Lester and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
Do you know the victim?
Yeah. Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind of special.
Was Lester drinking alone?
No. He came here with his wife. She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
A witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
What was it about?
Who knows? The slightest thing could set those 2 off.
Thanks for your help, Lynch. I'm going to need you to sign a statement with the patrolman.
Sure, no problem.
You get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective. Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
Thanks for your help.
Looks like we caught a break on this one.
So the wife was there when it happened, but then left the scene.
You're right. That's pretty unusual behavior.
She could be in shock. I saw some people do some strange things in the war after their buddies got hurt.
Maybe. Maybe she doesn't give a fuck. According to the patrons, her old man...
Jesus, Cole!
You don't think...
Phelps, the guy was run over. So it worked out well for this broad. So what? Maybe she deserved to catch a break. Who knows?
Any unit in the vicinity, see the man on 211 just occurred. 3rd and Hill Street. Stand by for further. Unit to handle code 3 identified. Any unit in the vicinity, see the man on 211 just occurred. 3rd and Hill Street. Stand by for further. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
This is 11K. Go ahead with the further.
11K, your 211 is at Angel's Flight, 3rd and Hill Street. 11K.
What took you so long? They're getting away.
What happened here, sir?
They had guns. Dirty louses took everything and then booked. They went that way, the stairs alongside the track.
You look like a rat with a gold tooth wearing a watch like this. It takes a man of class.
LAPD!
Making a run for the car.
We ain't making a run for shit, bitch. Fuck out of here.
Car 11K. Shots fired. The suspect is down at 3rd and Hill. It's code 4 here, but I need an ambulance.
11K, roger on the ambulance. All units, the shooting at 3rd and Hill Street is code 4. Code 4.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
Can you tell me what happened?
What's to tell? He got hit by a car and now he's dead.
You don't appear to be too upset about the fact.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick it out this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here,
I
and
beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna. I'm Leroy Sabo.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car.
wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
You expect me to believe that, Lorna. It's all very convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a hophead. He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. I kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
You were arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk?
We were always arguing. So what?
Don't lie to me. Something was different this time.
You're clutching at straws. You married? The arguments are never any different.
We're leaving, Lorna, but this doesn't add up. We'll be keeping an eye on you.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Any messages?
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Patterson autopsy.
Thank you. You know the way. You can drive.
All right. Where to?
We can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Run that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
You're kidding me.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife. Length of a bayonet.
We found a knife in the alleyway.
Where is it now? Was it bagged?
By Patrolman Kaplan.
Perfect. I'll get you a definite match.
Jesus, we got him. Murder 1. We were right there and they tried to stare us down. Now they'll both get the gas chamber. We have the knife, we have the coroner's report, and I bet we could roll Sabo as a witness. Let's bring her in.
You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
spoken to the coroner, Mrs. Patterson. He confirmed your husband's cause of death. We'd like you to come downtown and answer some questions.
It wasn't me. It was Leroy's idea. Leroy stabbed him. I had nothing to do with it.
Where is Leroy now?
He's in the bedroom.
You're very good, Lorna.
Put the gun down, Leroy. If you do something stupid now, you don't stand a chance in front of the grand
Nice of
jury.
you to give me up, sweetheart. All that whispering in my ear telling me how we had to get rid of him, how good it could be, all the money we could claim, all that planning, how to get him into the street, how to make it look like an accident.
For God's sake,
you had
Leroy,
all
shut
the
up.
bases covered, baby.
I had nothing to do
You
with
think
it.
I'm gonna fry for you,
He's a
Lorna?
crazy man. Shoot him. Shoot him, for God's sake.
It's too late, Sabo. Sabo, stop or I will shoot! Last chance to surrender, Sabo.
You stay back. I'll ice this one. I don't care.
How long do you think you can hold out? You want to back off right now.
Say goodnight, then.
Spoken to the coroner, Mrs. Patterson. He confirmed your husband's cause of death. We'd like you to come downtown and answer some questions.
It wasn't me. It was Leroy's idea. Leroy stabbed him. I had nothing to do with it.
Where is Leroy now?
He's in the bedroom.
You're very good, Lorna.
Put the gun down, Leroy. If you do something stupid now, you don't stand a chance in front of the grand
Nice of
jury.
you to give me up, sweetheart. All that whispering in my ear telling me how we had to get rid of him, how good it could be, all the money we could claim, all that planning, how to get him into the street, how to make it look like an accident.
For God's sake,
you had
Leroy,
all
shut
the
up.
bases covered, baby.
I had nothing to do
You
with
think
it.
I'm gonna fry for you,
He's a
Lorna?
crazy man. Shoot him. Shoot him, for God's sake.
It's too late, Sabo. Sabo, stop or I will shoot!
You stay.
Put your weapons down and your hands in the air.
I meant to shoot him in the head. Yo, fuck that. I'm just gonna kill him this time. Let me stop playing with this motherfucker. Let me stop playing.
We've spoken to the coroner, Mrs. Patterson. He confirmed your husband's cause of death. We'd like you to come downtown and answer some questions.
It wasn't me. It was Leroy's idea. Leroy stabbed him. I had nothing to do with it.
Where is Leroy now?
He's in the bedroom.
You're very good, Lorna.
Put the gun down, Leroy. If you do something stupid now, you don't stand a chance in front of the grand
Nice of
jury.
you to give me up, sweetheart. All that whispering in my ear telling me how he had to get rid of him, how good it could be, all the money we could claim, all that planning, how to get him into the street, how to make it look like an accident.
For God's sake,
you had
Leroy,
all
shut
the
up.
bases covered, baby.
I have nothing to do
You
with
think
it.
I'm gonna fry for you,
He's a
Lorna?
crazy man. Shoot him. Shoot him, for God's sake.
It's too late, Sabo. Sabo, stop or I will shoot!
Damn it.
Be careful! He looks dangerous!
Hey, if you get him, give him one for me, detective!
You stay back! I'll ice this one, I don't care.
How long do you think you can hold out? You want to back off right now.
Help me!
You look spooked, Phelps. I thought you'd been under fire before.
It never gets any easier, Bukowski.
Put the rabbit dog down.
So, I give you a hit and run. You bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and asking questions until you get to the truth. You got some sharp elbows on you, detective. I like that. Keep up the good work.
Well,
Phelps, Bukowski. Beat cop says he located a green Kaiser Fraser from the hot sheet. Address is 6 West 2nd Street. Get over there and see what you can find out. Go on. Sorry to inconvenience you.
We're on it, Captain. I swear the more bent cars we bring in, the longer the hot sheet gets.
Pays the rent, though. Keeps Mrs. Phelps in the manner to which she's accustomed.
I'm not sure she'd agree with you.
Passionate, romantic type like you, Cole? I don't believe you.
Well, we've got a siren for a reason, you know.
They're calling her the Dahlia now. Wonder what Veronica Lake makes of that one.
What a case. You hear whether they're making any progress?
But Captain Donnelly seems to think they have it all wrapped up. Brown and Green are sweating this Manley character. I heard it'll be in front of a grand jury by next week.
Poor thing. Terrible enough being murdered like that without having their death strewn all over the front pages.
Look out!
That's the car, Cole. Just pulling out of the drive. Get it. Remember, we need him healthy enough to answer questions.
1247, Detective Phelps, requesting immediate backup in pursuit of a stolen green Kaiser Frazer from 6 West 2nd Street.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on. Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
Give yourself up! Now!
All right. Maybe I was a couple miles over the speed limit.
Put your hands in the air!
Get bracelets on him, Phelps.
Why did you run from us?
I saw a big car in my rearview mirror with 2 tough guys bearing down on me. What would you do?
What's your name?
Cliff Harrison.
You're under arrest.
For what? What are you talking about?
Nice try. I'm talking about the car being stolen.
You're out of your mind. I bought the car, and I've got the paperwork to prove it.
Looks like we'll have some questions for the people at Coombs Automotive. You purchased this car from Coombs Automotive Company?
Yeah, that's right.
And the ownership papers?
From the same place.
If this is a forgery, it's top-notch. This will need to be traced. You have a criminal record, Mr. Harrison?
No, nothing like that.
You better give us something, Cliff, or we're gonna make this hard on you.
I didn't steal the car. I ran because I've got some wacky backy in the glove compartment.
How much, Cliff?
1 reefer.
We'll let it slide. You're in enough trouble. Who did you deal with at Coombs Automotive?
The owner, Richard Coombs.
And he made out the bill of sale personally?
Of course he did. He kept a facsimile for his records. Check with him.
We're going to get to the bottom of this, Harrison. Until we do, you're going downtown.
You gotta be kidding me. I'm getting arrested for buying a goddamn car?
If everything is legit, Harrison, you'll be out soon. Until then, if I were you, I'd keep my mouth shut.
Bag his possessions as evidence and have him arraigned for Grand Theft Auto.
Right, Detective.
You know who my father is?
We need to get to Coombs Auto and check out Harrison's story.
You know what? I think he's telling the truth.
Some of the most convincing people you will ever listen to are born liars. Usually they're called politicians.
You're gonna kill someone! The paperwork all looked above board, and he seemed like a clean-cut kid.
Uh-huh. Well, I get it now. You see some kid who's basically you 5 years ago and assume he's got to be innocent.
I'm more than happy to be proved wrong.
Hey, if he'd been black or Hispanic, you'd be singing a different tune. You spout all this communist crap about treating everybody the same, but it only works one way.
Take it easy, Phelps. I'd rather get there in one piece.
I'm not sure that's communism.
Oh, God, please. Not another history lesson from the man who single-handedly won the war.
Are you finished?
Yes. I feel much better now. We'll shake down the car dealer and take it from there. Unless his daddy...
Try making it to the next intersection without killing anybody. Can you do that for me?
See? I knew you weren't finished.
Not another step. I have got a Buick Century sedan that would be absolutely perfect for you.
Detective Phelps, LAPD, are you the owner?
That's right. Richard Coombs at your service. You looking to trade in a black and white, boys?
Mr. Coombs, we're investigating an auto theft. A man by the name of Cliff Harrison claims he bought the car here.
Well, some people would say that my cars are a steal. That's a joke, son.
Very amusing, Mr. Coombs.
I remember Harrison. It was a green two-tone Kaiser Frazer, if I remember rightly.
Do you have the bill of sale?
It's in my office. Walk this way. That's a joke, too, son.
Phelps, you mind if I shoot this guy? He's getting on my nerves.
Looks like he took a shit and then he had to drop it down in his drawer out of his pants.
Here it is. Got the original pink slip there, too.
Gene Archer, 146 North Fremont Avenue. Harrison's purchase receipt was legit, at least. We have a couple of questions.
All right, fellas. Shoot.
Can you tell us how you came to buy the car?
Girl just wandered in right off the street.
You're lying. You buy stolen cars and then resell them.
You have some evidence to back up that outrageous aspersion? Son, you are more mixed up than a feather in a hurricane. I'm getting tired of you.
Can you describe this Gene Archer?
Brunette, maybe 25, 26. A little on the plump side, but not bone ugly.
What was your impression of her?
Kind of harried and harassed, in a hurry to go somewhere, but no place to go. You get to know the type.
Do you know anything about the company that prints these pink slips?
Nope. Should I? It isn't exactly my business.
These pink slips are leading us to something big, Coombs. It's time to stop being cute.
I'm going to assume you're having a bad day, son. I sell cars, not paper.
This was all above board.
Yes, of course it was.
Did this look legitimate to you, Coombs?
I'm in used cars, son, not bearer bonds. In my business, you don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Now don't come on all high and mighty with me if you want my help.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Coombs. We need to continue the investigation.
Hope you sort out your problem with Mr. Harrison. Go easy on him, son. Boy's about as sharp as a bowling ball. He's built too low. The fastballs fly over his head.
Let me shoot this guy, please. You have a pleasant day, Mr. Coombs.
Well, Harrison might be off the hook, but we can still run an APB on Gene Archer. Get on the horn and call it in.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Requesting an APB on Gene Archer, age approximately 25, on suspicion of Grand Theft Auto.
I'll relay the information.
I need an address on a Marquee Printing Company.
Marquee Printing Company, sure. Just a moment. Aliso Street, near San Pedro.
Messages for me, please.
A James Velasco is being held at Central Station on suspicion of GTA. Possible link to the Harrison case. They're waiting on you to conduct the interview.
Thanks, ma'am.
Someone ought to take them home.
Can you drive to this one?
So, where you want to go?
Here's a chicken and egg question for you. Do you think you have to be an asshole to sell cars? Or that selling cars turns you into an asshole?
You've got it in for everyone today, haven't you?
I've always got it in for car salesmen. Doesn't matter what day it is. And why do they always think they're comedians when they're about as funny as a heart attack?
Maybe the more annoying they are, the quicker you sign on the dotted line, just to get the hell out of there.
That's why you gotta check online and look at the online trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3. It looks beautiful. Beautiful. Monsters Inc. involved in it now. I can't wait to see
And what can I do for you, gentlemen?
I'm a traffic detective from Central Division. Who's in charge here?
I am, Gordon Lightfall. What's this about?
We understand that your company prints California vehicle titles.
Yes, I have the government contract to print pink slips. Have done for some years.
Have you had any goods or equipment stolen recently? We're running up against stolen cars with seemingly legitimate paperwork.
Not recently. Have you ruled out forgery? There's no shortage of talented artists in this town.
We'll keep it in mind.
Phelps, leave him be.
drunk, mister?
What do you think? We could always try the address Archer gave. Maybe she's dumb enough to be sitting at home waiting for us.
I doubt it.